Welcome to the Sotheby's Australia April auction of Fine Furniture and Decorative Arts. Held over 2 evening sessions in April, this magnificent collection includes over 500 lots of English, Australian and European furniture, sculpture, works of art, porcelain, silver and Asian works of art. We are particularly pleased to be offering a number of private collections, including the Collection of George Gyori, which includes clocks and watches, and the private collection of a gentleman.
The Asian section of 180 lots includes Chinese and Japanese furniture, paintings, ceramics and works of art. The majority of the ceramics are Chinese, and these range from the Han and Ming dynasty monochromes and blue and white wares, amongst which is this blue and white unusual circular plaque, which is decorated in underglazed blue with a figure scene and dates from the Wanli period of the Ming dynasty. There's a wide variety of pieces from the Qing dynasty and later. Of particular note is a pair of Dotsai bowls dating from the Yongcheng period and bearing Chenghua marks. Each is decorated with 2 iron red fish swimming among stylized waves which encircle the exterior of the sides.
With his bohemian taste and well-trained eye for quality, the private collection of a gentleman includes Lot 357, a fine set of French Empire parcel-gilt dining chairs. Dating from around 1820, they are reminiscent of the style of Percier and Fontaine, widely considered to be the main instigators of the Empire style. The chairs have all the hallmarks of the neoclassical scheme inspired by the Roman and Carolingian empires, with their recumbent winged lions and relief-carved acanthus scrolls. Included in this same collection, albeit from a different continent, is Lot 436, this beautifully made Anglo-Indian domed ivory sewing box with fine lac-engraved decoration. Dating from around 1840, it would have been made in the Vizagapatam region of what was then British India, and of course destined for the British or European market.
There are 2 19th century Markham period vases. One is a bottle vase decorated with butterflies, and this has the rain mark and is of the period of Guangxu. Another is a Guan-type monochrome vase, which is of the period of Shanfeng and also bears that rain mark. There is also a very large Family Rose 100 Boys vase. This vase is realistically decorated in relief and picked out in Family Rose enamels with numerous boys taking part in a festival. Each boy is depicted playing his part in the procession, carrying banners of auspicious animals, including a phoenix, an elephant, fish, lions, and a dragon, and others carry red lanterns, whilst others are playing musical instruments. This vase is from the Jiajing period of the Qing dynasty, and the quality of the decoration is extremely good.
There are a number of horological highlights in the auction, including a chronometer escape movement carriage clock from the Collection of George Gyori and a magnificent arabesque marquetry long case clock by Christopher Gould, dating from around 1700. Gould was well known as one of the better London clockmakers of the period, and as in the example here of Lot 491, often teamed his clock movements with exquisitely inlaid marquetry cases.
The Works of Art section includes the property of a private Melbourne collection formed during the 1950s and 60s and consists of Chinese and Japanese carvings in ivory, coral and jade, including several lots of netsuke in wood and ivory. One of the pieces is a Chinese ivory wrist dress dating from the 19th century, which is intricately carved on the underside with several lohan ascending a narrow winding path through a mountainous landscape. Another piece of interest is a coral carving elegantly carved in the form of a maiden.
In the 20th century section, lots 18, 19 and 21 were executed by Dimitri Chaparis. Chaparis was a celebrated Romanian-born sculptor who lived and worked in Paris. he employed the combination of bronze and ivory, called chryselephantine, to great effect, as can be seen in the figures of The Secret and Hush. In 1922, the discovery by Howard Carter and George Herbert, 5th Earl of Carnarvon, of Tutankhamun's nearly intact tomb received worldwide press coverage. It sparked a renewed public interest in ancient Egypt, for which Tutankhamun's burial mask remains the popular symbol. Lot 21, Egyptian Dancer, is a lovely example of the artist's translation of this popular interest to the contemporary sculpture of the day.
Other properties include several 18th and 19th century jade and jadeite carvings, one of which is a rectangular plaque carved with figures in a mountainous landscape. There are also several small jade carvings of animals. There are several figures in amber, rock crystal, soapstone and bronze, and several small soapstone seals. Amongst the Japanese works is a silver filigree and shibayama inlaid dish from the Meiji period. Several lots of snuff bottles are from the property of a private Tasmanian collection, and there's a variety of Chinese and Japanese works of art and ceramics from the property of a private gentleman.
I hope you have enjoyed this special preview of our Fine Furniture and Decorative Arts auction, and we look forward to welcoming you to our gallery between the 1st and the 3rd of April.